pasta puttanesca. It's an Italian classic, usually served with spaghetti, but I'm going to change it up and serve it as a pasta bake using some penne pasta. Now this is a quick dinner, so I've got the water rapidly boiling for the pasta. I like to get my sauce started just so it's all prepared and so I don't overcook the pasta. So 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil into a pan, and we're going to pop the heat on. And I'm going to pop on my nifty detachable handle, which will come in handy when it comes to presentation time. We can pop it on the table without the handle on my dish. So a few cloves of garlic, 2 large cloves of garlic, we're just going to roughly chop. Puttanesca is renowned for being fiery, so lots of bold flavours, olives, capers, garlic, chilli and some anchovies. And I always love the addition of the tuna because it does bulk it up and make it into quite a large, substantial meal. It's looking good. Into the oil. And we want to work fast here so we don't burn our garlic. We just want it to start to become golden. Smells great. Add a large amount of anchovies. I've got 4 anchovies we're going to cut up. And as soon as this dissolves into that oil and the garlic, the fishiness actually does go and just leaves us with a nice savoury flavour and also a hit of salt. Okay, pop that in. Some chilli, just chilli flakes. You can add as much or as little as you like. I don't want this to be too hot, so just a small pinch. And as that garlic changes colour, becomes golden, we'll add our tomatoes. I'm using a rich and thick style of tomato. I like this style of diced tomato because we're going to get a rich colour and a very concentrated tomato flavour. So we'll give that a swirl. Ooh, look at that. Give it a toss. And season. So a good pinch of salt into our tomatoes. We can add our capers, small capers that have been drained from the brine, and some olives, black Kalamata olives. I've taken the pit out of them and just halved them. Those colours. And finally, we can add our tuna. I like to leave the tuna to the last minute. It's already cooked, so it just needs to be warmed through that sauce. And this sauce will only take about 8 minutes to cook, okay? In with our tuna. And I'm going to add some of this tuna brine just to thin out the sauce slightly. There's lots of flavour in it, so there's no problems in using that. We'll use a wooden spoon just to break it up. I like the texture in this pasta bake. And some freshly cracked pepper. Great. Now that we have the sauce underway, let's get our pasta on. Just going to transfer this lid over to this pan. And we'll add our penna zita. Penna zita is just classic penne, but it doesn't have the grooves in it. See, it's got a smooth shape. I love this style of pasta. It's very old school. We want a whole packet of pasta. We're going to cook that. I like to cook my pasta a little under, and the reason I do this is because it's going to continue to cook under the grill later on. So I'm going to cook this for about 6 to 7 minutes or until it's al dente. While that's cooking, I'm going to get on to grating lots of cheese. I'm using a combination of pecorino and scamozza mozzarella. Pasta is cooked al dente and I have quickly drained it. The sauce is looking really good. It smells so nice in here. I can smell the capers and the olives and the chilli. And now we're going to pour this into our pasta, just like that. I'm actually going to be baking in this pan, but for now I want lots of room so I can toss all of these ingredients together. So I'm just going to take my detachable handle, pop it onto my saute pan, and we'll add the cheese, just reserving some for the top. So that smoked mozzarella can go in, some of that pecorino. Ooh, so cheesy. We'll just give that a little toss and we'll grab a spoon and combine it and allow that cheese to melt in. Look at the cheesiness. That's what we're after. All right, let's pop that back into our pan. Carefully spread that out. I want it to really get all the way to the top of this pan. So we're going to form a nice crust in the oven. You see all that cheese, the olives and capers coming to the top there. And I'll just compact it down, so just press down on it. Looks good, doesn't it? Okay, the rest of that cheese can go on top. We'll sprinkle that over. And I've preheated my grill, so we don't want to cook it for too much longer. We just want to get that golden crust. That goes into the oven just for a few minutes or until it's bubbly and golden. Okay, this is ready. Look how gorgeous that looks. It smells fantastic, particularly because we use that smoked mozzarella. Serve this in the middle of the table, in the dish itself, maybe with just a crisp, clean lettuce salad. That right there is taking tuna pasta bake to a new level.